Kick-ass facts, pew, pew, pew. We're going to talk about phrases that we have had wrong or phrases that have evolved over time. Disclaimer, there's a lot of debate about some of these online. It is what it is. The customer is always right is originally, the customer is always right in matters of taste, but not in matters of fact. The phrase means that in terms of preferences or taste, the customer is right. They know what they like or don't like. For example, if you want a shoe store and someone comes in and wants to buy a pair of shoes and you present them a pair of shoes and they think the shoes are hideous, they're right because they're not to their taste. It does not mean that customers are right in every situation. If they come into your shoe store with a different pair of shoes that they bought somewhere else and try to return them to your store, they're not right. Curiosity killed the cat has been extended to curiosity has killed the cat. Satisfaction brought it back. Instead of discouraging curiosity, this says that the final satisfaction of knowing will be worth the trouble it takes to get there. Although it was originally printed as care killed the cat as early as 1598, and it appears in Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. In both these instances, care means worry or sorrow or nosiness, depending on the source, which can mean that worrying excessively about something might lead to trouble, but finding answers or resolving that curiosity will bring relief or satisfaction. Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. We're going to work backwards because the original phrase was jack of all trades. Master of none was added in the late 18th century, and then oftentimes better than master of one is a more recent development, which suggests in its current iteration that being well-rounded is often more valuable than being a specialist in one area. Money is the root of all evil. This is not one that has been extended. This is one that has been misquoted. The full version comes from the King James Bible, the verse 1 Timothy 6-10, which says, "The love of money is a root of all sorts of evil," which warns against prioritizing wealth over morality and relationships. Money itself is neutral, but an excessive focus on wealth can lead to negative outcomes. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's been added to. Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour, which is traced back to medieval France around 1190. The extended version emphasizes the importance of consistent small efforts over time, suggesting that great things take time, but continuous work is necessary to reach a goal. A more modern version is Rome wasn't built in a day, but it burnt down in one. Great minds think alike traces back to 1618 in the form of good wits do jump. Jump having an archaic meaning of coincide. The extended version, great minds think alike, small minds rarely differ, or great minds think alike and fools seldom differ, appeared in 1816. While it's flattering to agree with someone of intelligence, the second part also suggests that it doesn't guarantee wisdom. You could both be idiots. The ends justify the means. The full expression, introduced by Niccolo Machiavelli in The Prince, 1532, was one must consider the final result to justify the means. Machiavelli argued that outcomes or ends can sometimes justify the actions or means taken to achieve them, especially in politics. However, he did not give carte blanche approval to unethical behavior. He emphasized context and careful consideration of consequences. Nice guys finish last. This one has actually been misquoted since 1946. Baseball player Leo Durocher was talking about the New York Giants and said, either, the record is spotty, all nice guys, they'll finish last, or the nice guys are all over there in 7th place. Over time, it was paraphrased, two nice guys finished last. Durocher later clarified that the misquote is not what he meant at all. I never did say that you can't be a nice guy and win. I said that if I was playing third base and my mother rounded third with the winning run, I'd trip her up. No rest for the wicked is usually said by busy people to explain their lack of sleep or constant activity. However, the original quote is from the King James Version of the Bible, Book of Isaiah 48:22. "There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked." The term peace refers to spiritual peace or solace, not physical rest. It means that being a douche canoe will prevent you from attaining true inner peace or calm. "You are what you eat" is a shortened version of "you are what you eat, so don't be fast, cheap, or easy." It was coined by a food writer and journalist likely in the mid-20th century. The original version is a cautionary tale about making good dietary choices and warns against making poor food choices that might harm your long-term health. "Blood is thicker than water" originally meant family bonds are the strongest. It has evolved to the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. This one has a sordid etymology. A lot of people say it's from the Bible, but it's not. Some people believe it first appeared in medieval Christian writings. Who's to say? It now suggests that the bonds formed by choice, so the family you make for yourself, can be stronger than family ties. "The road to hell is paved with good intentions" is another misquote. This version focuses on the idea that even when people mean to do well or have good intentions, their actions may still result in negative consequences. The original, however, is very, very different. Saint Bernard of Clairvaux, a 12th century Christian mystic and theologian, originally said, "The path to hell is paved with the skulls of bishops." He was criticizing the moral and spiritual failures he saw in the religious leaders at the time, specifically the bishops. It wasn't about the average person's intentions, but about the hypocrisy and corruption in the church.